Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the world around you fade. Together, we will journey to a realm where myths come alive and mysteries whisper their secrets. This is your moment to pause, to wonder, and to escape. Nyx, the primordial goddess of the night. The birth of night. In the beginning, there was only chaos, an endless void from which all things were born. But before the earth, the sky, and the stars, there was Nyx, the primordial embodiment of night, the first force to emerge from chaos itself. She was ancient, older than even the gods, and her form was as shadowed as the very darkness she personified. Her wings spread across the heavens, her eyes glowing with the distant silent light of the stars. Nyx was the night that covered the world, the space between the stars, the air that breathed in silence. Unlike other deities, Nyx was not bound by time. She existed outside the rhythms of the world, and her touch was felt not just at dusk, but throughout the eternal dance of day and night. Wherever darkness fell, Nyx's power was felt. The children of darkness. As Nyx moved through the world, she bore many children, each one as mysterious and powerful as she was. They were born from the very essence of night, abstract forces that shaped the world and determined fate. Her children were both feared and revered as their powers governed the unseen and the unknowable. First came Hypnos, the god of sleep, gentle yet all-encompassing. Hypnos was the force that lulled both mortals and gods into slumber, pulling them into a deep, quiet abyss where dreams mingled with shadows. His presence was subtle, yet his power was infinite. For in sleep, all beings rested, regardless of their strength or position. Then there was Thanatos, the god of death, who followed in Hypnos' wake. Thanatos was not the harsh force of destruction, but a peaceful guide leading souls from the world of the living to the realm of the dead. His touch was gentle but inescapable, for all must one day walk the path he laid before them. In the silence of night, Thanatos was always present, waiting patiently to collect the souls that had been freed from the bonds of life. But Nyx's children were not limited to sleep and death. She bore other gods and forces, each tied to the endless cycle of the night. Erebus, the god of darkness, was born from her union with chaos, and Nemesis, the goddess of retribution, came into being from her own shadow. These children were abstract, born not of flesh, but of the very forces that shaped the world. Forces that would carry on Nyx's legacy in ways both seen and unseen. The power of Nyx and Zeus's fear. Despite her beauty, Nyx was not a goddess to be underestimated. She was so powerful, so ancient, that even the mighty Zeus feared her. Zeus, the king of gods, ruled with thunder and fire, but he knew that the night could not be conquered, only respected. There are tales that even Zeus, in his most triumphant moments, could retreat from Nyx's gaze. Her very presence was enough to remind him that he was not the only force in existence, and that there were realms beyond his understanding. For Nyx, it was said, could cast a shadow over the entire world, and none could escape it, not even the Olympians themselves. The silent reign of night. As the goddess of night, Nyx was everywhere or nowhere. She was present in the hush that fell over the world at twilight, in the silence that ruled the earth before dawn. She ruled the world not through force, but through quiet power. Her darkness, a veil that allowed both dreams and fear to take root. The night was her domain, and it was said that those who dared to enter her realm find themselves lost to time and place, trapped in a never-ending slumber. To walk the paths of night was to walk within her power, where the ordinary world gave way to the mysteries that only Nyx could unveil. In every corner of the world, the night served as a reminder of the unknown, the unexplored depths of the human soul, and the vastness of the universe itself. The endless cycle. As the stars shone brightly in the night sky, they whispered the story of Nyx, the goddess who gave birth to both sleep and death, to the unseen forces that shaped all living things. Her legacy lived on in every cycle of day and night, in the shadows that stretched across the earth, and in the quiet that followed every storm. Though her children carried her power across the heavens and the earth, Nyx herself remained a mysterious figure, forever roaming the skies, her wings brushing the edges of the unknown. She was timeless, for she was the night itself, and the night, as eternal as her reign, would never end. Lessons from the Goddess of Night. Nyx's story teaches us that darkness is not always to be feared. Just as night brings rest and rejuvenation through sleep, it also brings peace in the face of death. Both are natural parts of life, inevitable and essential. Her children remind us that every force in the universe has its place, from sleep to death, from retribution to darkness. Each power has its own role to play in the balance of the world. Nyx embodies the quiet wisdom that comes from accepting the mysteries of existence, and the truth that no matter how bright the light, the night will always follow. We are all connected to the night, to its secrets and to its rhythms. In embracing the darkness, we can find our own quiet power, and in the silence of night, we often find our truest selves. As the whispers of myth fade into the stillness, carry their magic with you into the world. Until we meet again, may your spirit wander, and may your days be filled with wonder. Thank you for listening to Whispering Myth. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more, be sure to subscribe to Whispering Myth. That way, you won't miss out on any of the magical tales that I share. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment. Thank you for listening, and until we meet again, may the whispers of myth guide your dreams.